Platinum Generation is the 5th edition in our Housing Future series. It's basically looking at age-defined communities across the UK. We know that demographics are showing that there's this really large baby boomer bump that's coming, and we also know that we don't necessarily have the best stock in the most well-located locations for retirement. So we basically decided to partner with Octopus Healthcare and do, as we always do, a large consumer survey. We did 2,000 people across the UK looking at trying to understand their aspirations in not only the housing, but what they would want as amenities within the location and close proximity to, but also just general questions around financing and understanding of the retirement housing sector. So we had 4 key findings from the survey. The first one was being 73% basically had no plans for their post-retirement accommodation, which, when you think about it, is a rather large quantity of people, not actually considering what their full accommodations and housing requirements might be. The second was that 42% basically said that they didn't think that there was accommodations out there to downsize into, which is, really kind of shows that lack of supply that exists in the marketplace. The third finding was that 41% said that they would be interested in looking at a 6-month trial of living in one of these locations, a Platinum Place location, basically to give it a go, see how it works before they commit. And that's something that, whether you consider that as a service or an amenity, is something that isn't being offered right now in the existing supply. And the last finding was that 17% suggested that they would live or be looking to live in a build-to-rent environment. So basically that professionally managed rental accommodation. Many of you might recall the urban renters work that we did. That type of scenario, it would be what they'd be seeking to live in rather than a purchased retirement accommodation. And as we do in our Housing Futures reports, we focus on market segments. And those tribes, in particular for the Platinum Generation, we identified 6 key retirement tribes, and I'll focus on those in my next post.